All right, good morning, traders. Today is March 18th, 2024. Thank you for being here. My SPY pivot this morning, 510.45. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 made lower highs and lower lows. SPY closed between the trap and a rising 17 EMA. FNGU still in a downtrend. Closed underneath the bearish trap, underneath the flat 17 EMA. QQQ started a downtrend, also closing under a bearish trap under the flat 17 EMA. Diamond Dow still in an uptrend, closed under a bearish trap and under a flat 17 EMA. So that's close to becoming a downtrend. IWM still in a downtrend, closed under the bearish trap under the flat 17. Gold is still in its uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low while closing inside the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Silver also still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low while closing above the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. USO still in an uptrend, printed an inside day closing above the bullish trap and the rising 17 EMA. UNG still in a downtrend, resuming its recent downtrend, closing below a bearish trap and below the 17 EMA. US dollar index in a downtrend has meandered its way back up to the 103.50 area. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. We'll start off with SPY. And, yep, we're on this. Okay, so here's SPY. Let's move this out of the way. Get a better picture. Okay, we got a lower high, lower low, closing between a trap and the rising 17 EMA. Okay, possible, we have a possible MMRP for the bearish side. We'll see what happens. Where would the support be? I'm going to have to take a look at that later on today. Let me see if I can find some support for a possible bearish MMRP. Well, it would be right here at 513.74. So if we can see them catch here and do a U-turn back in the other direction, we may have a bearish MMRP setting up. Look at the daily chart. Here we have a move to the downside, then a pause. Now we got to pull back to support, which would be make it now resistance. So if it does, if this support does act as resistance, we could see ourselves in a bearish MMRP to the downside. There's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, daily candle closing lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap underneath the flat 17 EMA. You can see it breaking below. See the candle price action breaking below this low and this low, putting it in a downtrend. Plus you've got the 3 crossing underneath the 8 EMA, also putting it in a downtrend. So QQQ in a downtrend, closing below bearish trap and below the flat 17 EMA. FNGU still in a downtrend. Okay, closing lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap and below the flat 17 EMA. Starting to hook over here on FNGU. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow still in an uptrend. Got a lower high and a lower low, but closed below the bearish trap and under a flat 17, but still hanging on to that uptrend. Hasn't broken any lows yet. IWM. Still in an uptrend, just coming back. Has to break this low back here. All right, so IWM's got a lot of room to move here because they got the most recent low is way back here in 196.48. So here's IWM. Got a lower high, got a higher low, so kind of an inside day for IWM on Friday, closing below a bearish trap and underneath the 17 EMA. So that's a flat 17 there. So trying to hang on to that uptrend. And it's possible that this swings out to here or here. It's just that's where it was when we drew it. So we're still in an uptrend here on IWM. So IWM had an inside day right there. So let's take a look at USO. Let's take a look at the energy markets. Here's USO. This is crude oil, petroleum. Right here had an inside day. Lower high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap. That's the 3 on top of the 8. All over the rising 17 EMA. USO still in an uptrend. Just an inside day right there. UNG still in a downtrend. Okay. As soon as they broke this low, they became in downtrend status, and then they started to try to fight it off. And you can see here's Friday's price action. You got a lower high and a lower low, closing below the bearish trap underneath the flat or kind of falling 17 EMA there on UNG. Let's take a look at precious metals. Start off with silver. Silver had a rocking good day, but lost a lot of it. This is Friday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Definitely silver in an uptrend. So how does that relate to some of the other prior highs? All right, so not quite there, but almost challenging this prior high made on 11/30. So that would be November 30th. So they're getting close to breaking out of this this channel. If we put a channel right in through here and a channel right down through there, you can see a whole lot of price action for many, many months, almost all of 2023. They were contained for the most part within this channel, except for this little breakout up here and this little breakdown down here. For the most part, they're inside this channel. It's looking like maybe they consolidate right underneath, or maybe they jump on top and consolidate and then move up higher. Finally having putting itself in a position to have a nice breakout. So there's silver challenging the top side of the 2023 channel right there. GLD. Let's go take a look at GLD. GLD recently, about a week ago, made brand new all-time highs up there at 203.30. Okay, ever since then, gold's been still bullish. All right, got a higher low, got a higher high, closing inside the bullish trap over a rising 17 EMA. So gold's still bullish, still in an uptrend. Be a long time before gold breaks this low down here. All right, so they'll probably have to put some lows in up here and break them. We'll see what happens. There's gold right there. And let's take a look at US dollar index. Let me kind of move that up. And let me find the index. Here we go with the US dollar index. All right, so here was the uptrend that was recently started, and then we had a downtrend that was even more recently started right there, and we made that downtrend by making a lower high and making a lower low. This would have been the other low. All right, that would have been a higher low for this uptrend right through there on 222. And then you can see down here we broke below this low, creating an even lower low. All right, on 3/8, March 8th. Okay, so then we had U.S. dollar index in a downtrend. So it's kind of meandered its way back up to the converging three moving averages. That's the 200, the 50, and the 100. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like they're going to make a U-turn and head back in the southern direction. We'll see what happens. So there's U.S. dollar index. Now let's go take a look at the economic calendar. And guess what we need to do? We need to refresh that. Okay, so here's the 18th. All right, global market focus, global economics, housing market index at 10. All right, and tomorrow FOMC meeting begins. That means we're going to have a statement. Housing starts and permits at 8:30 tomorrow. And that's it right there. And here's the main event this week. All right, it's coming up. We got a petroleum report at 10:30, and then at 2 o'clock we're going to have an FOMC announcement at 2 p.m. And then a little presser comes on right at 2:30. So the main event this week is Wednesday, and they're going to talk about CPI and inflation and everything that's going on. Okay, so Thursday, kind of more of the same stuff, but nothing more important than the FOMC announcement. Friday, Mr. Powell's going to speak at 9 in the morning, okay, and then we've got a couple other Fed speakers. So Mr. Powell may make a statement on Wednesday at 2:30, and then maybe another one on Friday. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so, but the main event this week is the FOMC announcement at 2 and the Jerome Powell speech at 9 on Friday morning. So we'll see what happens here with CPI. So we're meandering right into the FOMC announcement. We'll see what happens. And on the earnings calendar, start off with the 18th because that's today. Nothing really notable. Tuesday, on the 19th, nothing really notable. Let's go forward another day. Wednesday, PDD's got some, they're going to report 169 billion. All right, they're going to report Wednesday morning. And Micron Technology is going to report in the evening. So nothing really notable till, you got this one before the FOMC announcement, and then this one, Micron Technologies, after the FOMC announcement on Wednesday. So that's it so far for this week. We'll cover the rest of the week when we get closer to the FOMC announcement. And we hit the economic calendar. Max Payne. Let's see what we got for Max Payne. And Max Payne for today is... All right, for Max Payne for today, we have 513. I think we're pretty close. I think we just hit 513 in the pre-market. All right, so I'm going to take questions in the room. If I don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and render my video and get it posted. Until then, everybody out there in video land, I want to thank you. If you're on YouTube or Rumble and you see my post and you comment on it, thank you for commenting. Thank you for giving it a thumbs up, a love, a like, anything nice and kind. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the BYOB trading room on Facebook. I want to thank everybody for all of the kind words I've had recently here on my YouTube channel, my Rumble channel, and on Facebook. Thank you out there in video land. All right. Appreciate that. Is this recorded? Yes, Albert, I did record it. All right. So I'll take questions if you guys got any questions. If not, I'm going to render my video. Yeah, it's right on my my YouTube channel, and I'll pull that up for you. All my videos right here, Albert. And if you look in the past, up here, Albert, you'll see I post all my videos here. See, like, this would be Friday's morning market conditions. I post a link to it right there. And then right here, this would be the evening wrap-up. That's posted up there. All you do is click the link. And you can go back in time. You'll see the previous one and the one before that and the one before that. So not only are they up here in the alert sections, but they're also on my YouTube channel. Okay? All right, traders. Everybody out there in video land, I'll see you guys at 4. The rest of you, we're going to talk about the market and how we're going to open this thing this morning.